Hey everyone, this is Sam from Fair Flipping, and on the bench today I have a Nintendo Wii U. I am very excited about this one for a number of reasons, but it's kind of bittersweet. So I'm just going to jump in and get things started. I bought it from LitGo. The woman who sold it to me had sold me something else that didn't quite work right, but it wasn't her fault. And she had some more really great things for sale, and she cut me a deal on this. And an even better deal on some other things. But for this, she wanted 60, I paid 50. I figured it was worth it just for the gamepad. I could have sold it and made a mint, but now it turns out I can sell the Wii U also. I'll throw up the ad now. She said it did not work. I wasn't really even going to test it, but I hooked it up, and sure enough, it is 100% working. It is just in really terrible shape. So today I'm just going to take the whole thing apart, clean it up, put it back together, something I do all the time. What makes this one different is I've never done this before. I've never opened a Wii U. I did watch the video by Jerry Rig Everything, and I gotta tell you, it looks a lot like taking apart a Wii. So yeah, I'm excited, but God, I hate taking apart Nintendo products. They are just so many tiddly-fiddly parts and screws. It gets really tedious getting it all back together right the first time. But I'm just going to jump in and start breaking it down and get it all cleaned up, and then we'll go from there. Alright, and that's as far as I'm going to take it apart, because unless it overheats during testing, I don't really want to replace the thermal paste. And this all looks very clean. There's no creepy crawlies. There's just a little bit of dust I need to knock off. But overall, the insides were quite nice. The vents on the outside are disgusting. The fan's pretty gross. But for the most part, it's actually quite clean inside. So I'm just going to go to the sink room right now and wash off all the parts, and then we'll start with the reassembly. Actually, I just realized I completely forgot to disassemble the front faceplate, so I got to take that apart first if I want to clean the front plastic and buff it a little bit. Okay, now we're off to the sink room. Alright, everything's back from the sink room, nice and clean, and the damage is so bad, so I'm going to go ahead and hit it with some Novus and see if I can make it look just a little better. Also got to see if I can get whatever this is off. I took some pictures and I'll put those up now, but I'm just going to jump right into buffing and stuff and see if I can bring up the system a little bit. It's in pretty rough shape, even though it works, and I don't know, I'd be kind of bummed out if I got this in the mail, so I need to try and plus up it just a little. And there you have it. 52 screws, 27 individual parts, all the way apart, all the way back together again, nice and clean inside, and hopefully should have a few more years of life. I'm just going to test it out and then go over it a little bit to fine detail it, and then I guess I'll get it up on eBay after I test it. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Okay, yeah, that's working just fine. I'm going to connect it up to the Wi-Fi and do the full range of testing later. But for right now, I managed to get it apart, put it back together with no ill effect. And in a couple days, I can put this video up and sell this thing and make some, hopefully get somebody a pretty good deal. Okay, I've got the Wii U set up in what I can only describe as the second jankiest setup I have ever done for filming. I am flirting with disaster, people. Either way, I'm just going to sit here and play Mighty Number 9 for about an hour. Make sure that the disk drive doesn't shit the bed. Make sure the Wii U doesn't overheat. Tonight when I go home, I'll test the Wii functions, make sure it reads Wii DVDs, sensor bar works, multi-out works, Wiimotes work. But for now, I just want to focus on the Wii U side of things. That way I can go home, test those other things, and get this video edited down. I am running about 3 days behind schedule, and it's going to be close to get this thing listed after the Wii that's currently up for listing. So I'm just going to hop right into it and play this for about an hour. Well, I've learned exactly 3 things in the last hour and 20 minutes. One, whenever I sit down to play test something, of course, the hotel gets busy. 2, I am not very good at this game. And 3, this Wii U is working just fine. So I'm going to cut down the video, get this thing cleaned up a little bit, and I know I've already cleaned it like a dozen times, but I want to buff it out again one more time. I'm just still not happy with how it looks. Either way, everything's working fine. I'll put up updated pictures on the eBay listing, of course, of how it looks when I'm finally done. The gamepad still needs to be cleaned up a little. It's not in too bad a shape, and all the buttons seem to be working. No controller drift. I don't know. I'm pretty happy. For $50, this was a great deal, and I got to open up a Wii U. Pain in the ass, but I got to open one up. So, I'll see you guys next week.